Hello everybody. I don't know if anybody can hear me. Hopefully a couple of you guys pop on and let me know. I'm going to sit here for just a minute and see if I can get some people to hop on before I get started. I want to make sure I'm also centered this time. I think last time I kind of got too far down. Okay, I'm going. Hey Kelly, how are you? I'm glad you were able to catch this. I'm trying to get hooked up on the other side so I can read comments, hopefully. And then I have such a delay. So if you comment, I may not see it right off the bat. So hold on, I'm trying to get the event. Maybe that's what I need. That. There we go. Yay! Okay. Am I the right side up, Kelly? I think I am. It looks right. And hopefully I can... Can you go ahead and share the video, Kelly? So maybe we can get some more people to hop on. I actually knocked out 3 cards in less than 2 hours, which for me is phenomenal. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Hopefully a couple people will hop on. If you're joining us, I am Laura Van Vertlo, and I am your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And we're going to be focusing on these pastels. It's a Soft Pastel Assortment, and I think this is one great tool for people who are beginners all the way up to people who are avid, because it is a simple tool to use. They last a long time, and there's so many things you can do with it. So I broke them out the other day, and I was just literally just playing around and was really happy when this card came up. And here comes Jasper, so cannot help it. He may walk across. Anyway, so I used the pastels in this one. This one I'm going to show you the whole card, how I made it really quick. And then I'm going to show you a couple samples, or I'll show you how to use it, and then a quick sample. So I'm not taking a lot of time, but you're getting the full benefit of all that you can do with pastels. Let me see who else hopped on. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and put that to the side. And I went ahead and pre-cut the basic gray to your regular cardstock size that fits in an A2 envelope. So that's 8.5 by 5.5, folded in half. And then I did a little bit of matte that's going to show, help pop the card off the card base. And that is 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And then here is the piece that I ran through already to the stamp cut and emboss machine. And it's this fancy, I think it's called Fancy Flowers. And it's so pretty. I had originally colored straight on this, but I didn't like how it turned out. It was a little bit muddy. I might try it again with a different embossing puller. But let me go ahead and put this to the side. And then I'm going to take my paper out so I don't get a lot of chalk on my... It would wipe off. I just don't want it to get on everything else, since I have a couple more I want to show you really quick. All right. If you hopped on, go ahead and say hello so I can see who is here, and if you could share the video. Yay, Kelly. Hallelujah. Okay. So, oh, wrong color. So I used the purple one. I used this, it kind of looks between Mossy Meadow and Soft Suede to me. And then I think I used this little bit darker yellow. And I literally just went on top of it and colored the raised part and ended up with the coolest look. And the nice thing is, because it's different edges, you can get inside of there and hopefully not get too much, but I mean, we're going for a vintage look, so, and they all turn out different. And let's see, I think that's a leaf. All right, I think I got all the leaves, but I'll keep, oh, nope. All right, so now we're gonna do the flowers. And then, where did I put the yellow? Oh, I think I just put some in between just to kind of give it a little bit. Let's see here. I see Kelly. Who else is on with us tonight? Hello. Hey, Michelle. How are you? I'm glad to finally see you. Well, I wish I would see you in person, but I was going to mention that I have my Sweet and Simple. I just colored the leaves the wrong color. Oh well. We'll just put the sentiment on top of that, won't we? It's always a way to cover it up. We're using the Pastel Assortment, and I think I had a picture of it if you missed it. They come, which is nice, they have them in this nice little foam carrier so it doesn't get, they don't break. I know it looks like a hot mess right now, but wait. Just wait. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit of yellow. Hopefully, well, actually, you know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to grab my tissue. And that's what gives you that really pretty, just subtle look. And then it kind of doesn't, it makes that white paper not so in your face. So let's see, then I did a little bit of yellow. I think I had to wipe it off just to get a little bit in there. And I'll just do a little bit in the centers. Oh yay, my coffee delivery. I got a cute little Uber driver and he's leaving because he doesn't want to be on. Body by Starbucks. All right, so that is how I created that background with the pastels. And then all I did, it does look a little different. Oh yeah, I forgot the stamping part of it. Okay, so I broke out the Ranunculus Romance set and I started stamping just to kind of give it more visual. I don't know, I'm starting to think maybe I might not do this one so collage looking. Kind of digging it the way it is. What do you think? Think I should leave it or should I do it like this one? See if I have any comments. I hate it because it doesn't leave the comments up long enough for me. Alright, I'm just going to go in. So I'm just doing Gorgeous Grape right on top, kind of haphazardly through the hair. And then I did Crumb Cake with this kind of old-fashioned journal log looking thing. And then just kind of, I mean, I just wanted it so slight that it wouldn't overpower, because trust me, I messed up a couple things trying this out and it was just too much and started over running out of room on my table. Alright, let's go put this fun one on there. I think I used Basic Gray and put a couple of those on here. I guess you'll never know that I did the leaves, huh? Alright. So there. So now it kind of has that vintage look. And now I'm going to show you how I roughed up the paper. Hey, I don't know if you guys are able to share the video, but if you can see how to share the video, that would be awesome. Alright, so I'm going to take my scissors and literally just rough up the edges. I may not go as crazy as I did on that one. For one, I think it's probably an annoying noise to you guys. Alright, we'll just go with that. And then I'm just going to put that straight down. Ah! Kelly, I need to get to yours. That's okay, Kelly. Because I can't remember what it looks like from that end. Alright. People can see it on a replay anyway, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so there I put that on top. Oh, you know what I forgot? Shoot. Just cut this ribbon. What is this ribbon? It is white frayed ribbon. I think it's in the, oh, what do you call it, catalog? The mini catalog that we have out right now. So then I just laid that down. And I should have tucked it up underneath. You know what, I'll just tuck it under this side. I'm not going to worry about it. Nobody knows what the original looks like but you two. Ah. Okay. So I'm just putting two little things of stamp and seal on the back. And then press it down. Run it across. And I hope I got it in the right spot. Okay. So I think with this one, since I didn't rough it up as much, I think I'm going to go ahead and put dimensionals on the back, because that might give it too much, what's the word I'm looking for? Pop it up too much. If you have questions, feel free to go ahead and put them on here. I'll try to remember to swipe here and there. Oop. Let me see here. Alright. See, nobody's going to notice that I did that a little different. Okay, and then this part, I kind of doubled up my ribbon like so. And I made a double bow, which with the static, for some reason, I cannot get it to do it today. A little tricky with this ribbon, but the final effect was very pretty, and that's kind of what I was going for, some kind of like flowy, wrinkled. And this is the Whisper White, what do you call it? Oh, it doesn't even tell me the rest. Crinkle Seam Binding Ribbon. Unfortunately, I think it's out of stock right now, and it should be coming in this week or next week. I'll have to check. So, see if I can get it this try. It's not helping that the fan is blowing it, so I might have to just stop here and just move on. I think I'm just going to do that so we can move on to the next one. I just stamped the Just For You, and then I sponged the sides. And I used this punch, which escapes me. I think it's Labelly Lovely, maybe? Anyway, that is how I created that card. So I'm going to move this to the side so I have a little bit more room. And I'm going to go from least messy to messy. Okay, this will be a club card, so if anybody's a club member, you will be happy. I'm going to show you how I came up with this. And I'm going to go up a little bit. I was just kind of playing around, and believe it or not, this is what color that is. So it's really interesting how the colors play off of each other. Let's see, what other one did I use? I think I used that same green again. So I'm going to show you how I did that. And I'm going to go ahead and just do a small little sample. I'm not going to go into the whole card on that one. I'm just going to show you a use for these. And I really just simply, oh, I had daubers. And then I wish I'd had this when I first made the card. But you can also use Q-tips to get into the smaller areas. But I'm literally just going to scribble this chalk. Excuse me, pastel, whatever they're called. I gotta first stamp. There it is. Hold on. Sorry if you saw my head. Okay, this is VersaMark. It's a water stamp pad, watermark stamp pad, and it's good for heat embossing, giving your cards just a very subtle, like you could stamp that on a cardstock, and it would give you a subtle image. It's good for what we're about to do. It'll pick up the chalk. And let's see. And what's funny is, I kind of like that it had a little bit of ink on it still, because it made it easier for me to see where this flower was. So anyway, so there it is. Like I said, that's VersaMark and just a regular stamp. And then I had the scribbled chalk right here. And you just kind of press down. And it just picks up where that glue is. How's everybody liking this so far? I did a little bit of research on this. And then what I did was, I don't have any leaves on this one, is I did a little bit of yellow to kind of give it some variation in the center, but I wasn't going for any like exact. And obviously it went a little bit better when I did this, but you get the idea to where you can get in there, and underneath here is where it kind of two colors went together, where I wish I'd had this with the green. So there's not as much green on there as I'd like it to be, but I still love how it turned out. And the fact that that's petal pink as the background for this color red, I find very interesting. All right, so that's our second thing that I going to show you for today. And let me put these up. And so I need to put that one, that one. Sorry for all my hands being everywhere. Okay. Now I'm going to show you another way to do this. And you can find any like artist palette. Believe it or not, I was determined to find a use for these stupid things. My son's medicine, they send one with every time we refill it. So I have a ton of these things, and I thought, oh, look at this. So basically what I did is I just shaved a little bit in here, and you have to make sure you want it straight down because it goes everywhere. Okay, and I have probably enough from earlier because I literally, like I said, got really productive today. And this is like more of a curry color. Ow. You know, for dull scissors, those are pretty sharp. Alright, and then, oops, that was the lighter one. Oh well. I just have to remember that when I'm painting. Alright. If I need more, I could just get a little bit more. So for this, I have watercolor paper, which we do sell. It's called Fluid 100 watercolor paper. I'm going to use the smoother side on this, just so when I use Stays On, which is a alcohol-based black ink, it's good to use when you're going to apply water to your project because it's permanent. And I'm hoping, I just re-inked it. Ah, beautiful. Okay. Probably a little too much, but that's okay. Because it looked gray earlier. So the next thing you're going to do is, these are water painters. You get 3 of them for $12. You got a small tip, you've got a wider tip brush, and then you have a flat wide brush that you get. All of them for $12. And when you get them and fill them, please note it's not righty-tighty, it's the opposite to undo them. Just telling you to save you about 10 minutes of frustration like I had. So I just drop a little bit of water in here and mix it up real good. And it makes a really pretty, if you don't like it, you just go over it more than once. And since it's watercoloring, we don't really care if we're completely in the lines. Because you know what? I don't have time for that right now. I like just a nice quick flower like that. So, cleaning it off, I'm just going to run some water through the brush. And I have found that you can take these apart if they get really, sometimes I get ink will keep coming back in there because the brushes get so saturated. You just kind of pop these out. And you can take all these parts off, and it's like all bristle, and you can rinse it real good, and then it'll stop doing that. I'm so glad I figured that out, because I was like, that's not going to work if I keep getting blue ink on everything. Anyway, so there's another tip. Oh, yes, we're going to do the yellow now. Let's see. All right, let me see. Is that the lighter? Yeah, that's the lighter one. Okay. So, maybe not. And see, it's just kind of like working with watercolor paint, which is kind of cool. And then, kind of hard if there's much of a difference. I wonder if I just did the same one. Oh well. Looks like a daffodil. That's all I care about. I'll show you the finished product where I actually got the colors correct. But there you go. Now you have a really pretty daffodil. And like I said, if you're new to stamping, and let's face it, we're not rich, so it'd be a good tool to have, just having, you know, these, some paper, and you can mix other colors, some of the chalk paper, you know, together, and it can give you a wide range of colors. So I did the other stamp that's in this daffodil, I can't remember, Daffodil Dreams, I think is the name of it. But this is the card that I came up with for it, and there's a little bit of Wink Estella. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to just kind of like slowly move it around. And these are the paper lattices. And this is also a club card for this month. So I've got Mother's Day, I've got a couple other sentiments that we can use. This again is watercolor paper and exactly the same technique I just showed you. So, all right, now we're gonna get the last card that I did. Get ready, because this one's messy. Messy, messy, messy. I'm gonna clear off all this other stuff so I don't get it everywhere. We are going to work with embossing paste. I'm going to get out. My washi tape is the thin washi tape, so I decided to go ahead. Oh, there it is. I knew I had one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and tape it down. And we're going to be working with the decorative masks and the, oh, thank you. Decorative mask. And the, God, I'm blanking out. Embossing paste, sparkling embossing paste. And so this is really a lot of fun. And I saw another way you could do this, but I thought, okay, I think 4 was enough for tonight. I might create some more and post it, but yeah, I thought we're going to go overkill here. You guys want to go to sleep at some point tonight. Can I tell you, I thought today was Saturday, even though I know I had this going on tonight. I am so thrown off with spring break. And then I worked yesterday, and I thought yesterday was Friday. So I was about to worry about changing the clocks. Okay. So this is shimmery white embossing paste. We also have it in a matte finish. And you know, I feel really stupid. Oh, bear with me for a minute. Okay, I guess we're getting another piece of paper. That's why we use washi tape. Alright. You'll see my problem in about 2 seconds. Alright, I'm going to take this off. We're not going to use masking tape. Kind of have to put down the decorative mask first. Oh, lordy. So I'm playing with, so with these not palette knives, you get 3. Get like this wide one, this corner angle, and like a mixing one. And then, what was the other thing I was going to show you? The decorative masks. There's another set of decorative masks in the annual catalog, but this one is butterflies and flowers. And I just want to show you something that I made with this mask set. I did that with just ink and masks, and it's one of the ones in there. Kelly, I know you're thinking I'm a nut now, but you know me. You've been retreating with me, so yeah. And Kelly just signed on, so congratulations, Kelly. Because I do have a little gift for you. I just kind of need to get over there. Okay, so what you do is you do one color of this, and then you lay it over, and that's what created that card I just showed you. You also get the flower leaves for that, or you could even use those to fill it in. Then you get these, I hate taking this one out because it's vines, but it gets stuck on everything. And then there's these cute little flowers. I love you too, Kelly. We just need to get Michelle to come over, play with us. Come on, I want my comments. What's everybody talking about? Which plastic thing? You were talking about a plastic thing. Okay, let me scoot this up a little bit. All right. So, let me get back to what I was trying to do before I messed up. See, everybody thinks that I just create all these great cards all in this one, fail swoop, but this happens all the time. Like I said, Kelly's seen me do this. Kelly and I met on a retreat, oh God, five years ago. God put her in my life for a reason. I was about to have my breast cancer surgery, and she was there, and she worked for a cancer center, so her and her friend Jennifer eased a lot of my fears. And we've been friends ever since, and like I said, I think God puts people in your life for a reason. Okay, so make sure, so 2 things. I'm going to have to get up and quickly put this under water. I meant to have a tub of water. And warmer and soapy water, the better, just to keep it from drying on here. You want to make sure you keep these little things, you want this sealed really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit on. And I might use different colors this time, just to see what it comes up with. I don't know. I'm just so drawn to purple. Maybe we'll make this one more of like a... Now you see why I said this is the last one, because my whole surface would have been a complete mess. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put that back on, and this back on. And as long as it doesn't dry out, it's fine. The first ones that they did, they kind of dried out a little bit. All right. I'm literally just scraping it with the scissor edge, and I don't know if you can see how far off it goes. Maybe I should just do this. All right, so there's the red. see, what other color should I put in there? I put some yellow, but I want to put a different color in. I'm tired of using. All right, I'm going to do the turquoise because it looks like Coastal Cabana to me. Okay. I'm glad 2 of you guys showed up tonight. I guess it's spring break. Kind of been a quiet week. Oh, Michelle, before I forget, I don't know if you want to come to a wine tasting. Or Kelly, you can come too. The 19th, it's a Saturday. Oh, real quick, let me show you. So I've sprinkled that on there, and now I'm just going to take the palette knife, and we are going to mix those colors together and create, have no clue because I picked totally different colors this time. This may be ugly as all get out, but you know what? And just go right, oh, gross, yeah, let's not mix it too much. This might be kind of cool though, I don't know. Let's see. All right. Are we ready to look at this piece? Oh, actually, it's kind of cool looking. That's surprising. It's hard to believe that that's turquoise, but I guess I could sprinkle some more on top. Huh. Anyway, so that's the red, the yellow, and a little bit of the turquoise. But if I kept mixing it, you can see what weird color I would have gotten. Anyway, so that's what I used for making this card. I've got to go run this real quick, just so it doesn't get all gross. Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way and just throw out this whole sheet and show you the cards. Did you guys have any questions about the pastels at all? Oh, and I'll have to go in there and scrub that really good. I mean, it'll come off, it's harder to get off. You like to get it when it's still kind of creamy instead of dry. But this will be dry probably in about 2 more minutes. You could heat it with the heat gun, and then it's like sandpaper. So this is the card that I made with that, and I did like the purple, a little bit of the blue, the darker blue. I did this one. Oh, what else did I use? Maybe I did use that one. Huh, okay. And then a little bit of silver thread behind this. I didn't want to take out too much from this because that's really my focal point. So I just did a simple sentiment on there, and that was it. So I did that one with that, and I made that one. And where's the other one? This one. And our first one was, where did it go? Oh, I put it in the tray. And that one. So that is everything that we made with pastels. And like I said, there's other things that you can do with it. You could just do the embossing paste, let it dry, and then watercolor the colors of this and get rid of the white background. What else? I've seen people do a ton of stuff with these pastels. But anyway, they're inexpensive. I think they're like $9 for a box. And then if you would like to shop with me, Kelly, you shop with yourself because you're now a demonstrator. If you want to get some of these things, you'll get your 20% off. It's really the best deal in the book, I think, when you look at the whole book. But here is the shopping website, and this is this month's host code. When you use the host code, I will send you some bling as a gift, a thank you gift. Also have my blog that I post on. I try to post on it a couple times a month, but life's too crazy. And if you need to email me, there's that. And I would love to do more of these classes. And I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, back to the wine that says sip and shop. Ship and... I almost said a bad word. Sip and Stamp is March 19th. It's $28 that covers a wine tasting with light food to pair with the wine, and then we'll do kits. And the you're welcome, Michelle. I hope you get to come over to our classes. It's a kit. Everything's included, so it's real easy. So if you know people that are short on time and just want a little creative fix, or if you want to just do something real quick and then have a nice crafting afternoon, come join us to the wine party. I also have Sweet and Simple cards are finally coming back. I tried to do it. Oh man. Okay. Sweet and Simple is on the 15th, I believe, in March. I'll post it and send invites out. It's 2 cards, $5. And I will show you the cards because I already made them. And I got the little bunny. And you can also put Happy Easter on that. It just kind of screamed baby card to me. And then we'll be, like I said, we'll be playing with that mask. So you can't beat that. That's cheaper than Hallmark. But it's good to get people's feet wet. You get to try things out without having to invest in anything until you know that you like it. And bring a friend, even better. And I appreciate you guys hopping on with me. And I will see you guys soon. Have a great night.